Hello everybody, hope you are having a wonderful day. And this is lesson. Oh boy, what happened to that? This is lesson number 27 in our dive into the wonderful world of musical theory. So, today we're going to be talking about the minor scale. And I know I'm moving pretty fast right about now, that's why it's very important that you do the worksheets that I've linked below. Very important that you do so. But regardless, today we're going to be talking about the minor scale. Now, in my previous lesson, I've talked about the major scale, and if you haven't seen that, I really encourage you to go do so, because a lot of the things I talked about there, most of them are actually relevant to the minor scale, and I won't be going over those in much detail here. That being said, let's jump into it. So just like how the major scale is the type of scale, the chromatic scale is the type of scale, a minor scale is also a type of scale, right? And once again, a scale is just a sequence of pitches, right? Pitches like C, F sharp, D, all the pitches which start on one pitch, let's call that D, and end on that same pitch, right? An octave apart. And this pitch that starts on ends on is called a tonic. Just a revision of what we did last class. And the pitches in between these two pitches are ordered according to their pitch. So it means you either have an ascending scale or you have a descending scale. So in ascending scale, each note is higher than the previous note, and in a descending scale, each note is lower than the previous note. Regardless, actually I've only talked about ascending scales in my previous video, and I will only be talking about ascending minor scales in this one as well. I'll probably do a short video after this one where I talk about the ascending ones. They basically just stay up with it. But anyways, so that's what a scale is. It's a sequence of pitches which start and end on the same pitch, which are either ascending or descending, ordered either ascending or descending. And just like with the major scale, a minor scale is not a collection of pitches, like maybe A, B, C. It's not like that, right? It's not just a bunch of pitches. A minor scale is a type of scale, and just like the chromatic scale and the major scale, it has a blueprint. And in other words, what this means is that there are many different minor scales. Just like there's a C major scale, an E major scale, an F major scale, there's a C minor scale, an F minor scale, a G minor scale, right? So it's not the pitches themselves that make a scale minor, it's the intervals between the pitches that make them minor, that makes the scale minor, right? That's what we talked about last lesson as well. Regardless, so and it'll make more sense to you once again as we move on, and I've already talked about this in them. So there's a blueprint which is in terms of intervals which tell you how to construct a minor scale of any pitch. So you can give me any pitch, maybe G sharp, and I can create G sharp minor scale by using the blueprint that the minor scale has. But before I get into teaching you the blueprint, just as with the major scale, I thought I would perhaps play a minor scale for you so you understand what it sounds like. A minor scale sounds like this. Once again, so, and I'll say this right here, a major scale which sounds like this is often regarded as being very happy and joyful, whereas a minor scale is often regarded as being very sad and very poetic and very sad. So that's one. Minor scales are usually quite sad, and major scales are usually quite happy. That's something I forgot to mention in my previous video. But regardless, the minor scale sounds like this. So let's figure out how to create a minor scale. What is the blueprint? Now, as with all scales, you start on the tonic, right? Which is, as I mentioned, the pitch you're starting and ending on in your scale. You start on that tonic grade. Now, the next pitch, and once again, this blueprint works in the same way that the major scale blueprint works. The next pitch in the sequence that comes after the tonic is a tone away from the previous sequence. So the next pitch that comes after a tonic, right, is a tone away from the tonic. Then the pitch, like the third pitch, the one that comes after the second pitch, is also is a semitone. Is a semitone away. So you have the tonic, tone, semitone. Okay, and you can already see it's different from the major scale. So you start, once again, you start in the tonic, the next pitch is a tone away from the tonic, the next pitch is a semitone away from that one, and this is how it's going. Then the fourth pitch is a tone away from the third pitch. The fifth pitch is a tone away from the fourth pitch. The sixth pitch is a semitone away from the fifth pitch. The seventh pitch, yeah, is a tone away from the sixth pitch, and the eighth pitch, which will get you back to the tonic, the eighth pitch is the tonic, is a tone away from the seventh pitch. In other words, it's tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone. Alright, so this is a blueprint. And so now using this blueprint, just like we did with the major scale, let's try to construct a major scale. So you know what, let's try A minor scale. And because you've already done the major scale, I would actually encourage you to pause the video and try to construct it yourself first. You know why? Because it will be better. Because you've already learned the stuff previously, and we've already done a couple of major scale constructions. So I want you to try to construct the A minor scale by yourself by pausing the video. And I'm assuming you've tried, and now I will do it. So let's see. So once again, we start on the tonic, and in this case the tonic's A because it's A minor scale. So we start on A. Great. The next note is a tone away from A, which is going to be B, right? I'm sure there's consensus on that. Then the next note is a semitone away from B, which will be C. Remember, there's no pitch in between B and C, so it is indeed a semitone distance. Then the next pitch is a tone away from C, which is going to be D. The next pitch is a tone away from D, which is going to be E. Next pitch is a semitone away from E, which is going to be F. Once again, there's no pitch between A and F, it's a semitone. Then the next pitch after F is going to be a tone away from F, which is going to be G. Next pitch is a tone away from G, which is going to be A. And we're back where we started. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. This is the A minor scale. And the A minor scale sounds like this. Once again. Okay, great. Let's try another one. Let's try E minor scale. Let's try the E minor scale. So, once again we start on the tonic, which in this case is E because it's the E minor scale, and we will go move a tone D. Then we move a then we move a tone which is F sharp. I moved the tone down. You have my sincere apologies. Move a tone which is F sharp, and once again please pause your video and try this yourself. Move a tone which is F sharp because you know this is indeed a tone. There's F in between them. Okay, next note, move a semitone which is now G. Then we move a tone again, so A. Then we move a tone from A, so B. Then we move a semitone from B, so C. Then we move a tone from C, so D. And we move a tone from D and E, and we're done. So E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. That's E minor scale. And let's hear exactly what this scale sounds like. So E minor scale sounds like this. Once again. Right. So I'll repeat once again. Now you can see it sounds quite similar to a minor scale. So as I said, the minor scale is not defined strictly by the notes that are there, the pitches I mean. So you can start on A or you can start on E or any conceivable pitch, but it's the steps that you're taking in between that matter. So E minor scale sounds like this. And yeah, so that's how it works. So that's why a minor scale is a type of scale, not just a bunch of pitches. Okay, next we have, let's do B minor scale, and this will be the last example for this particular video. B minor scale, let's try that one. Okay, once again we start with the tonic, which in this case is B because it's B minor scale. Alright, then we move a tone from the tonic, which is C sharp. Then we move a semitone from the second note, so we go to D. Then we move a tone from D, so we go to E. Then we move a tone from E, so we go to F sharp. Keep that in mind, because once you get this, have F in between them. Same thing. So the B, C, and E, F, the semitone away. I'm pretty sure I've cemented that enough by now. Then we move a semitone from F sharp, which is G. then we move a tone from G, which is A, and then finally we move a tone from A, which is B, and we come back. I am doing this fairly fast, but because of course I've done this a very long time ago, and I've done this quite a lot. But I'm sure that it's okay if you take much longer periods of time. When I was first doing this, I also took much longer. I'm just doing this slightly faster in interest of keeping the video slightly shorter. And I'm telling you, for each one of these, try pausing the video and doing it yourself. And even if you're slightly confused, just pause the video and redo some of these without looking at the screen, and then check if you're correct. Anyways, and I'll play B minor scale once. So B minor scale sounds like this. Right? That's B minor scale. Alright. Now that's all I really wanted to cover for minor scales. It's just another type of scale. So it's often considered the opposite of a major scale, because major scale is happy, and major scale is usually considered quite happy. It sounds very consonant like this, where the minor scale is quite dark. Um, Major scale is quite light. A minor scale is quite dark and sad. So there is that. But regardless, this is also quite famous. This is also quite a famous scale in music. Lot of music, Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, Furellis, lots of music. Trust me, is written in a minor scale. Lots of music is written in a major scale, and yeah, so on and so forth. So it's quite important that we learn both the minor and major scales. Though just know that the major scale is slightly more prominent in the world of music than the minor scale. And some people like to believe that the minor scale is only a type of major scale, but yeah, that's going a bit beyond the scope of today's video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you took something valuable away from this. Hopefully you enjoyed it to some extent, and I will see you next lesson. Thank you very much, and see you. Bye.